Hello and welcome. And today we're going to look at areas and perimeters for rectangles, squares, and triangles. Now we're going to look at perimeters. Perimeter. On the left, we have a blue rectangle, and the line around the outside, the blue bit, is the perimeter. In the middle, we have a square, and the blue line around the outside is the perimeter. At the bottom, we have a white circle with a green perimeter. The green line around the outside is the perimeter. And on the right, we have two compound shapes. Compound shapes are when you join two shapes together, and so you have a new shape. And the perimeter is again the line around the outside. So if you look at the one at the bottom right, you can see some of the lines are not on the outside. They've joined together three rectangles, one vertical one going up and down, and two horizontal ones going side to side. But some of the lines are not on the outside, so those are not part of the perimeter. So with perimeters, we calculate the distance around the outside of the shape. So area of a rectangle, how do we calculate it? To calculate the area, we have to multiply the long side by the short side. So in this example, you can see the long side is 4 centimeters and the short side is 2 centimeters. So we have to multiply 4 times 2 equals 8 to get the area. Area of the square is almost the same as a rectangle, except that of course we don't have long sides and short sides because all the sides are the same. We have to do the same thing, multiply two of the sides together. So in this example, we have to multiply 2 times 2 equals 4. Because the sides are the same, the calculation is often written as 2 squared equals 4 instead of 2 times 2 equals 4. The meaning is exactly the same. Okay, here's the question. Your bedroom is square. You want to buy a mat to cover the floor. You need to calculate the area before you go to the shop. What is the smallest number of sides you need to measure? And the answer is one side, because all the sides are the same. If you know how big one is, you know how big they all are. Then you can multiply two sides to find the area. What is the unit called that we use to measure areas? When we calculate the area of the rectangle, the answer won't be in centimeters, even though the lengths of the sides are written in centimeters. The unit for the answer will be square centimeters, which is usually written as cm squared. So what is a square centimeter? A square centimeter is a square with 1 centimeter sides. So every side is the same because it's a square. Every side is 1 centimeter. So when we ask the area of a shape that is 4 centimeters by 2 centimeters, we are asking how many squares 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter can we fit in the rectangle. So let's do it. Let's find out how many 1 centimeter squares can fit into a shape that is 4 centimeters by 2 centimeters. So you can see from the diagram there, the answer is 8. So the answer is 4 centimeters times 2 centimeters equals 8 square centimeters, or 8 centimeters squared. Now for some questions. Firstly, how many square centimeters is a shape that is 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters? And the answer is 16 square centimeters, or 16 centimeters squared. Next one. What is the area of this shape? And the answer for that one, 32 square centimeters. And next, if one side of a rectangle is 5 centimeters and another is 3 centimeters, what is the area? And for that one, the answer is 15 square centimeters. What is the area of this shape? And the answer, 200 square centimeters. In the rectangle above, how long is the bottom side? And the answer is 20 centimeters. My wall is 5 meters long and 3 meters high. I can buy 1 tin of paint for 50 baht or 2 tins for 75 baht. 1 tin will paint 15 square meters. How many tins should I buy? And the answer, the area is 15 square centimeters, and 1 tin will paint 15 square centimeters, so 1 tin is fine. Okay, how many square centimeters in a square meter? So this is not a quiz, we're going to go through it step by step. So step 1, how many centimeters in 1 meter? And the answer to that one is 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. So we have two squares here. One is 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters, and the other is 1 meter by 1 meter. They're both the same because 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. One has size of 100 centimeters, the other has size of 1 meter. But because 100 centimeters and 1 meter are the same, the squares are the same. So what is the area of the left square? 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters. So the answer to that is 10,000 centimeters squared. 100 times 100. So 1 and 4 zeros. Okay. So the area of the square on the right is 1 by 1 equals 1 squared meter. So we can say 1 squared meter equals 10,000 square centimeters. So now we're going to look at the area of a triangle. The main idea here is that the area of a triangle is half the area of a rectangle. This is easy to see with a right angle triangle. So here we have a rectangle 4 centimeters by 2 centimeters. If we draw a diagonal line from corner to corner, the red line, we make 2 triangles. If we want to find the area of one of the triangles, we can calculate the area of the rectangle and divide by 2. So the area of the rectangle is 2 times 4 equals 8 square centimeters. The area of triangle 1 is 2 times 4 divided by 2 equals 4 square centimeters. And the area of triangle 2 is also 2 times 4 divided by 2 equals 4 square centimeters. So they are both the same. Now, non-right angle triangles are also half of the area of rectangles, but it's a bit harder to show you how. So let's start with the triangle. And we don't have enough info yet to calculate the area. We have the 3 sides. One is 3 centimeters, one is 4 centimeters, one is 5 centimeters. We also need to know the height. The height is the distance from the top to exactly halfway along the bottom. So that's the black line on the screen. Because the height line cut the bottom of the triangle exactly in half, we can say the two halves are each 2.5 centimeters long. We call the side that is cut in two pieces the base. So you can see on the triangle, the blue triangle in the top right of the picture, we have the three sides, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and 5 centimeters. The base is 5 centimeters, and the height, which is new there, is 2 centimeters. And then we can draw the sides of two rectangles, the black lines there on top of the diagram at the top. So you can see the picture there a little bit larger. So the base of the big triangle, the two joined together, is 5 centimeters, and the height is 2 centimeters. So they all fit inside a rectangle that is 5 by 2, which is obviously 10. So if we look at each one separately, we're now looking at 2.5 times 2. So 2.5 times 2 is the height, 2 times the base for each one, 2.5, divided by 2. So 2 times 2.5 divided by 2 for the first one, plus the same 2 times 2.5 divided by 2 for the second one. So in the calculation on the right, you can see we can cross out the 2's on the top and the bottom, and we're left with 2.5 plus 2.5 equals 5 square centimeters. So we can make this into a formula for calculating the area of the triangle. Any triangle. It can be right angle triangle, equilateral, isosceles, or completely different sides. It works for all of them. So in our example, we have the height, which is 2 centimeters, times the base, which is 5 centimeters, and we divide that by 2, and so we have 2 times 5 equals 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So the formula is in the blue box in the bottom corner there, height times base divided by 2, and that will give you the area of any triangle. Okay, we've looked at areas, now we're going to look at perimeters, and it's perimeter. The good news is that perimeters are easier than areas. So do you remember what a perimeter is? Let's go back to the earlier slide. So here are the examples of perimeters: a rectangle, a square, a circle, and the compound shapes. And with perimeters, we calculate the distance around the outside of the shape. So first we're going to look at the perimeter of a triangle. So we have the same triangle, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and 5 centimeters sides. So how do we do it? We add all the sides. So 3 plus 4 plus 5 equals 12 centimeters, and that is the perimeter. So easy. So we add all the sides together. You can imagine that you had to walk around the shape. So for the shape, we have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 8 centimeters. It's important the answer is in centimeters, not square centimeters. We are only adding different distances. We are not trying to find out how much will fit inside. So now we have a different shape. We have a rectangle 4 centimeters by 2 centimeters. So again, we add all the sides together. 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2, as if you were walking around the outside, and that comes to 12 centimeters, not square centimeters. So now we're going to look at perimeters of compound shapes. So compound shapes are shapes that are joined together. So this shape is 3 rectangles joined together. So the method is the same as before. We add all the sides. So starting at the top with the 5 centimeters and going to the right clockwise, the way that the hands go around a clock. So it goes 5 plus 1. Now these next ones, the inside ones, are not as long as the 5 on the outside. They're 1 centimeter shorter, so they're 4 centimeters. So we have 5 plus 1 plus 4. Then the inside one, the long inside one, is the outside one is 10 centimeters, but it's shorter by 1 centimeter at each end. So this is only 8. So if you have 5 plus 1 plus 4 plus 8, and then on the other side, 4, and then 1, and then 5 again. So the total is 5 plus 1 plus 4 plus 8 plus 4 plus 1 plus 5. And finally, the long side plus 10. So the total comes to 38 centimeters, not square centimeters. So just notice that there are lines here that we didn't add. So the ones that are pointed to by the red lines, the red arrows, are not on the outside, and so we don't add those ones. And this is getting boring. We do the same thing every time. So be careful only to add the lines on the outside. Don't add the inside lines that the red arrows point to. Okay, here I'll show you teacher's favorite trick. So they will give you a shape like this. They don't tell you how long all the sides are. You have to calculate how long the sides are before you can add all. But they give you enough information to do that calculation. So let's calculate BC first, the bottom line. You can see that BC is the same as AF plus ED. So AF is 5, ED is 15, so the total is 20 centimeters. So that's how long BC is. Now let's calculate EF and DC. We can see that EF and DC equals AB, which equals 10 centimeters. Now here's the tricky part. We don't have the information to calculate EF or DC. But we know that together they come to 10 centimeters. No problem. We're going to add all the numbers together to find the perimeter. So it doesn't matter if these two numbers are already added together. We just need to be careful when we do the adding. So there you know the teacher's trick, and you know everything now. So this is the end, my friends. See you next time.